Have you thought about killing yourself?
Nah, not my cup. I like life. I mean, I've been sad. I get depressed, but that's the part people forget is you're supposed to get sad every now and then. Everybody wants to be happy all the time and take a pill, and why isn't it all working out? It's like, well, you got to have the ups and downs.
Yeah. Even as like being a successful person as you are now, you get depressed?
Sure.
What do you get depressed about?
It just hits you. And you start wallowing in it, and you start thinking about stuff, and it compounds and compounds.
Wow.
And you can't get out of it.
You can't get out of it. Yeah,
But it will pass. You got to remember that. It'll always pass.
Yeah.
Then the good will pass, too.
You're right. I mean, a couple of months ago, I was going through some stuff, and you guys reached out, and thank you so much. But I just didn't think that it would pass.
Yeah, it feels like it
was
won't.
fucking dark, dude. It was a dark time. I'm like, oh, I'm fucked.
It's like a bad trip. You're like, this will never end.
Yeah. And my sponsor would call me and go, dude, it's going to pass, I promise. Everyone would say it. And then it just does. I mean, things change.
Yeah.
Right? But it's like, you adapt. But it's like, it's almost made me happier in a weird way.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. That I survived it or whatever.
Right. You get stronger. You're a little more hardened. Like Lizzo right now, I think it's probably going through shit.
Hard.
I think she's going through some mental stuff horribly. And just somebody, like when Twitter attacks you, somebody equated it to being thrown little toothpicks that stick in you. It won't kill you, but after thousands of them, they hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so. She's probably not looking at social media. There's no way.
I hope she's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
Um.
I mean, I know. I just vaguely I kind of know, but I don't know what the specifics are.
It's basically like a toxic work environment, some sexual inappropriate stuff, but mostly with a dance captain. And apparently some body shaming for some of the girls. But I think everyone is just so involved.
Well, can
with
the girls body
headline.
shame back or no?
Yeah, but I think people, if you were to really look into it, like I'm sure like everyone, like we've all acted pretty fucked up in our lives. Like I just can't imagine this is worth maybe a lawsuit.
I think those girls hate her. She's probably a bitch.
Yeah.
Because you have to be this arena global household name thing.
Yeah.
So you gotta snap. Hey, do that. You gotta crack the whip a little.
But do you?
Well,
I mean, let me ask you something. I mean, like for instance, Bert.
Okay.
Bert's doing this gigantic tour. I'm not saying.
Good point. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that he's at Lizzo's level. But
same body.
Oh God!
But
that's good.
Oh,
no. Let that sink.
All right.
Let that sink in.
Yeah.
Well, you're right. So my point is that, but he is doing large arenas and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I've done stuff with him where it's like there's staff and there's people that, you know what I mean? There's things that go wrong, but his nature is just a nice, kind, soft guy.
Great guy.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, but your nature is still bound to conflict with somebody else's nature. Like he could be, like someone could just not like his vibe or take it the wrong way, or he's having a bad day and he says one wrong thing. You just never know.
Yeah, but I don't know what Lizzo's saying. I don't want to argue because I don't know much about it. But what I'm saying is this one bad day doesn't equate to this whirlwind.
Yeah.
It's a pattern.
Yeah.
It's something that goes on and on. So, I mean, I hate to argue with you, but
yeah, I just feel weird about like when people pile on. Well,
yes.
I don't want to pile on. I don't know much about it.
like on, say for instance on TikTok, well, I met Lizzo one time at this
Right.
place.
I
Now
hate
everyone
that
has a
shit.
story about her.
Yeah.
And you're like, that doesn't.
And it pisses me off because all we preach is like compassion and mental health and all that. You're like, you know what this shit does to a person that they're doing to Lizzo? Like that is fucking with her mental health.
Yeah.
So they're all full of shit.
It's not just fucking with her mental health. If she's a normal human being, right, and she has all her feelings and you know what I mean, it's the worst kind of self-human shame.
Right.
I mean, I just can't imagine the level. I've been through it. My friends have been through it. It's fucking awful.
Right.
And she's a way bigger name. She's getting way more attention.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine.
I can't imagine either.
It's devastating.
Yeah, and it's even sadder because they'll use the sexual inappropriate. That's all just shit. They're like, ooh, that'll catch.
Yeah.
We'll throw that out there. Whether it happened or not, people use those important movements for their own personal gain.
Yeah.
Which is really gross.
Yeah, it's gross. Yeah. It's, well, let's pray for Lizzo, I guess.
Hey, there you go. Great take.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know her music. Is it
Let's
good?
make T-shirts. Pray for Lizzo.
Yeah, is it good? The music?
Yeah,
I don't
she's
know.
great. I love it.
What do you like?
I'm a nerd. I like old hip hop or classic rock or something. Or
Okay.
I like punk.
Okay, let me ask. So I'm going to ask you some questions, right? Real quick, okay?
Yeah.
And you rank 1 through 10 if you like.
All right.
The Pixies.